Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute. This music isn't right. The scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time to the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermind. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF, Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indiecd.org, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. We're also made possible by sales of... Poor book has gotten all beat up. The Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of our ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others. And, of course, hates and hellfire. A dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, and her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. What is going on here? I'm like, that is an odd sound. Okay. My phone decided to start playing something. Cool. We're on it. Happy Monday. And more importantly, may the force be with you. And also with you. Yes, it is May the 4th. For a great many people who observe, it is Star Wars Day. So strike up your sabers, check the power cell on your blasters, and drop into hyperspeed. I want to see you guys use measurements as time and just get there. Get what you can. Have a great time at it. If I seem a little discombobulated, I am. Because I was up last night. The muse got a hold of me. I am now painfully close to 40,000 words on Hates and Hellfire 2. It means I have over twice as much as I had when last time my beta work readers were watching me chew through it. So, yeah. I'm guesstimating another 10,000 words or so. Plus or minus however much it is, still 40. Likely. I'm expecting it to be around 5,000 words. 50,000 words, that is, and I'm going to have to probably play with the font and setup of the page, the formatting, because it's being a bit of a pain. I may even have to get into Word to do it because, believe it or not, right now Docs is just fighting me tooth and nail. It's a whole thing. I may even have to brush up on some grammar. It's been a bit. But we are chugging along. Now, Beyond all that wonderful good thing, we have decent weather. I'm going to enjoy it for as long as it lasts. We are already at 62. We're expecting some. Oh, we're going to get to nearly 80 this afternoon, but we have a blowing dust advisory. That's a new one. It's been a while since we've had dust storms. We'll have to look into that. It's almost like tearing down all the trees causes dust. Yay. Now, I do have some commissions, but I will probably I might use my Wednesday show to work on those. Lot of work around here that I have to do that is utterly boring and irrelevant to you guys. But I've got the writing vibe starting up. I've got the itch to sort of clean when weather permits. And yeah, guys, it is a beautiful day. I've had some adventures this weekend. Part of it, I went out and I had a very, very, very nice dinner with our good friend Grim. Grim and I went out and had munchies because they apparently hadn't had certain types of Chinese food, and I had to address that post haste. There was a requirement for good bow, and if you know, you know. So we went out, we did that, and then I'm coming back because I had started far too late in the day to do the kind of shenanigans I normally would have. Beyond that, some mild acquisitions. What else happened this weekend? A lot of things that I can't talk about on a public forum because I was kind of on the clock. It's that time of year. But beyond all that, we are still trucking through. What else has been going on? I know. Normally I come in with all these distinct plans, but I've been taking care of things that need taken care of. Oh, yeah, I worked my butt off in the backyard. That's what I did. I lost a day because unless I'm very, very clever, a few hours of very hard work can cost a day or two in recovery. It's just another natural part of being unnatural. Means I have to think about how I do things a little more cautiously. The weight limit on my hands, those come back to nail me. So we're going to have to see how some things get done. But guys, it's coming together. We are hitting a new week. It's Star Wars Day. I did not make it to Free Comic Book Day, unfortunately. My timing didn't work out. I'm not going to feel bad about that. I'm just going to accept that that is part of the situation and keep on keeping on. But I don't know, guys. As we hit this week, I'm trying to think what my primary goals are. Normally, I'm a little more established than this. But right now, I just have so much prep I have to do. I'm just a couple weeks from big item pickup day, I think. So I'm going to have to figure out what needs to go. And I'm going to get some other difficult things sorted out. It's exciting. It doesn't sound like it. I also want to remind you guys that we are less than a week from official Mother's Day. So look after the mothers in your life and the folks who are like mothers to you. Plan that ahead, folks. Mandy got her present early because a lot of times I will get things that are useful for people, and I find myself having to give my present to them early because they will be struggling not having the tools they need to do what they need to do. And it's like, I know that something useful is right there. And I can fix this problem. I really can. Now, all I have to do is not tell her and save it as a surprise, but that would be what I consider a dick move. So, no, Mandy got her Mother's Day present from me early. Xander, we're working on, holidays are very strange for Xander. They just are, we find our way to get through them. So I have to be extra. But I'm watching the chat, and you guys are having a great deal of fun without me, and I'm okay with that. What are you guys' plans for the week? What are you guys getting into? Because if you guys are that sedate, I may fire up my art stream and do that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll just see who comes up making their way in. But right now, it sounds like there is a major issue with the Force. So I'm going to be slightly out of sequence, and I'm going to play an audience favorite for the people here.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
Now, the reason I went into that instead of my usual spiel, which I will be promoting Trelena, and as soon as I get a new ad from Joe, I'll be promoting him. But Carl Witzman, good morning, friends and lurkers. Good morning, Carl, is in the chat, and his accountability is Monday is beta readers working on Munsey Guide. That means he is almost ready with this new edition of the Munsey Guide. Thus, we must do some promotion. Meanwhile, having fun playing. If I disappear here, know that Hermione and Charcoal have battled over my desk, and I lost. The Danville Man. Author Carl Witzman was found at his desk, propped up, covered with cat scratches. And the only thing was a note in his pocket that said, Talon should. Anyway, crisis averted. Peace reigns. Nice. And Foxy's greeting Carl, and I'm greeting Foxy. How are you doing? Hey, Foxy and Witzman Dude. All right. And Witzman Dude, I can't find my copy of the Munsey Guide. Where did you send it? Oh, where did you send it? Hello, Foxy Donna. Oh, on the right. On it right now. Probably end up in Gmail. Okay, Danke. That's thanks in Germanic. That I know. I do not speak German except when my family creeps out of my mouth. And that sounded far worse than I intended, but you know what I mean. I woke up early this morning. Stupid skunks. Oh, no. We'll check it later, and I hope you mean actual skunks. Like, I kind of need to know. No, they're good, but skunks. Okay, so it's real skunk smell. That will wake you up. There's chatting. And yes, I will be commenting on spelling and pronunciation. Oh, it's appreciated. Spelling and pronunciation have in fact been corrected by Ms. MS Word. I started to read that as Miss Word, and suddenly I had the image of Carl with the secretary. I need more fact checking and to make sure everything makes sense. Fingers crossed that Freddy stays away from the skunks out there. It's finally starting to fade, but I had to get up and put Vicks on my nose to deaden the smell of it. Wow. And I do what I must. You live a truly blessed life. Besides, I will jump at a chance to tell you you're not making any sense. Woo-wov. Marriage! Sweet marriage! We are gathered here today. Yeah. Okay, I know he wants hello, but I'm not going to do that. He's going to get hello! I'm sorry, I just saw that there's a special on Richard Simmons. So there's a whole nother layer of bizarre energy floating around. Gets ready to conjure dawn. Pickles, orange, taco cats, tacos, yarn. Tacos are yum. Hello, Grant. Hey, Grant. Don't forget to like and share, folks. Hey, Nick. Yep, hi. How you doing? We got a lot, and my boy Botrix has joined the channel. Every so often I see Botrix, and I see the news come out, and people are talking about AI has reached sapience, or maybe it hasn't, or nobody's really sure. Here's the thought. A shocking thought. Maybe don't be a dick. Maybe don't be rude. Maybe just be polite to as many of the beings on this planet as you can. Your fellow humans, the animals that you coexist with as much as they allow, your droids, whatever. The apps and programs and the wonders I am seeing of a species of essentially net denizens being raised up experimentally in Minecraft servers and other places by programmers. Maybe we just should be nice to each other. Witzman dude, the UPS driver just delivered a package. Woohoo! Everybody likes packages, and Grant greeted everyone. And King Mafal's Raver League of Cryptids number 4 to go to the printer. Dun, dun, dun! Oh, no. It's for me instead of Witzman dude. Poor Witzman dude. And poor Witzman dude. Post office already lost my cigars, I'm sure. And made the 4th Bunzi special double power on magnets. Sure, okay. Dawn will get surprised when she wakes up. Not ominous at all, Carl. No, not Carl. Not ominous. No. Ominous. I felt cognizant when I woke up this morning. I should be. You know what? It's a sign that I am. I am stuttering. I am stammering. My words are malfunctioning. That means my brain is working. LOL. And you know what? Who else is working very hard to make some great things? Well, right now she's working very hard to make roads, but all right, we are back. I'm just plotting the sending of a mild present to my dear nephew George, whom I love and is facing some times I'm going to have to deal with. But we're going to make things better for him too. Now, Not at all. Because Carl has never been the ominous old man. If she has notifications turned on, her phone is going nuts now. LOL. Morning. Good morning! Hello, Starshine. How are you? That we're joined by Don Dulas, the mistress mind behind the adventures of her cats, Buddy and Georgette. I'm not going to say ignore my art. My art is awesome. Enjoy my art. Look at that. She is also the entrepreneur of Cat Wiggles. Wonderful little cat toys that you can get at Stooges, I believe, in Peoria. I don't have a spiel for it yet. And she has been helping her significant other deal with the cruelties of throat cancer. And if you want to help them deal with all that and the lasting financial burdens that can cause, consider getting a t-shirt from them. The I helped Ted kick cancer in the throat shirt is pretty popular in some parts. And you'll be doing good. Now, let's get back to the comments to see what y'all are doing. Greetings for Dawn. If my computer must be updating something in the background again. It's being a little weird. Hi, Dawn. I mean,
Dad, I lost my shirt.
Okay, bud. We'll get you a clean shirt. There should be a whole bunch in the clean laundry. Okay? I know, I'm streaming. One moment, folks. Let me buy me an ad. I'm going to need a good one.
In 1948, a man was found dead on the beach. But he hadn't just washed up. Oh no, he was very nicely propped up against the seawall, very well dressed. But there were no labels in his clothes. They had all been cut out. Very mysterious, the police thought. And then they found, rolled up in his pocket, a piece of paper from a novel that said Tamam Shud. When they finally traced it, it came back to the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. But it got even more strange, because in the back of the book, when they found that it had been torn out of, there was a code, a secret code that has not been cracked to this very day. When they finally found his suitcase, it had a mysterious jumble of items, some which were very hard to explain. Also in the back of the book was the phone number of a very mysterious nurse. What did she have to do with the death of the Somerton man? Find Death and Love Down Under, a novel by Carl Witzman, on Lulu.com in both ebook and print format.
Headshot. All right, we have rectified the search situation, the shirt situation. We are rolling merrily and happily towards our usual levels of shenaniganry. And we are back on the path to righteousness, and then God bless America again. Last we checked, and Nevermind the Furthermore, Carl was powering up. Carl Witzman is claiming to be an angel, and What's this? Lie detector results say that was not the truth. What did I do? What didn't you do, dearie? Oh my. Nothing yet, but Carl up to chaos. And good morning, Mr. Hollifield. Time to scan. That's the plan with Carl and Don. Look at your phone. Oh, hi, it's Dad. Catch your phone. I wonder how Fawn's doing. She was cosplaying and looking quite nice. Hey, Dan. Hi, Dan. Chair. That was quite the cap on the Skylab. Thank you, Carl. Double power magnets. Funny, Nick. Someone should. I try. My speech impediments do work around the words, but we made it work. Lindsay sends her regards and all the regard and honor to Lindsay. She's a lovely woman. Hey, Lindsay, and tell her I said hi back. So does Freddie, and then goes busy. Hi, Lindsay and Dan, and greetings to everyone. His royal pupness has his antlers deep in shoe mode. Gotcha. I understand. I feel it. Hey, Lindsay. Accountability, taking a rest today. It was a busy weekend, but fun. Yeah, a lot got going this weekend, and we're going to do a lot. Right now, Xander is actually the shirt that saved us from the chaos of, Dad, I can't find a shirt. It's the end of the world. Was indeed his. I helped Ted get cancer in the throat shirt. So I'm very pleased with that. I thought you would be too. Hi, Dawn. Good. The only thing I'm doing today is PT, which will probably re-kick my butt. That is the purpose of PT. Dawn, Foxy. And good morning, everyone. I hope that all of you had an enjoyable weekend. May Monday and May the 4th be with you and also with you. Happy Star Wars Day. My babies and a squee. Hey, I found out I sold a few more Wiggles over the weekend. Nice. What? My pleasure. Carl says good morning, Xander.
Hi.
He says hi. I may put in an order for a few with our neighbors have kitties, and I will include with their holiday basket. Oh, that's nice. Don says morning, Xander.
Hi.
Ooh, I need to look in how best what. Oh. Look into how the best way to ship them. I guess a manila envelope would work fine. Those little bubbly ones, quite possibly. Speaking of bubbly, good morning, friends. Angelina, she dances through our chat, Angelina. I'm driving around 2 counties today, dropping off flyers. I'll try to get those Muncie points. Rock on. Angelina, very nice. Hi, hey. Probably something like those. I suppose I should figure something out. Oh, that makes my heart happy. I love that kiddo. Pinky Wiggles to Xander. Saw something on a YT show. They asked you, what's the best thing about being you? Something to think about. It's rarely dull for long. Chris Walker says, hi, Xander. Might go for holiday colors. Ooh, festive. Not sure which holiday, but there are so many going on right now. We have, I know, our rhythm is all off today. And I'm kind of okay with it. I am falling forward is the energy I'm hoping to bring to today. That's what I'm hoping to bring to today. I want to bring that goofy, falling forward, I'm going to get what I need done somehow energy. The only way we're going to make stuff better is by making it better. So why not make it better? Wookiee Red and Wookiee Brown. I'm rusty. I haven't done Wookiee noises in a while. LOL. I made others do Wookiee noises. Anyway! Yep. It is Star Wars Day. What do I want to do? I know I have things I should do. Well, then let's do that. The power of green Altoids. Usually I'm a blue Altoids guy, but the green ones are pretty good. I think I like the blue ones better, oddly. But we need to run an ad while I shift some gears. And since it's been such a skunky day for Foxy, let's do something nice.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at ndcd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
And one moment. Now, why did you do that? Oh, because that is not what I was looking for. That is, though. Nah. And I apparently did make a joke worthy of being not the green roomed, so we will flash that. I'm also not a cryptid. Although seeing me with that kind of hair really does rack things up. So while we're doing this, we'll come over here. We're going to start. Hold on. There we go. That's Brother by Dan Hollowfield. You can get his music on Bandcamp. You should have already if you haven't. I bet. Anyway, I have some stuff that needs done. What format was that in? Okay, cool. I have some things I need to do, so I'm just going to bang those out while I work, because it's not like I can't multitask. I found out that Amazon is selling surprisingly nice hit braces. Double hit braces. How good were. So we're going to start. Because it is too early in the morning. So I need not full white. Like I said, I have a couple requests and commissions I have to bang out. And since you guys don't mind, I'm going to do just that and do some quick artwork. These aren't necessarily formatted for actually kind of like that, so I'm gonna think about this. I need to actually force the perspective a bit more. I will see. I'm actually painting this one. There we go. Because there was a request. Whenever I get hit with the right kind of request, I tend to knock it out. So I'm going to bang out a few of these while I am chatting with you. Not the green room again. Well, it happens. Yeah, the green room is feeling very hip right now. Okay. I'm going to bang this quick out. Grim is going to be so mad that they weren't here for this. That's okay too. It's like, this is way too mellow for what I'm trying to do, but we're gonna just see if I can't make it work. I mean, I would love to do some distortion, and I know there's a way to do it, but ask me if I know how. Yes, hide that. I know what you're doing. Right? There we go. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna do this. Mode. Can I do this? Can I do this? See, what I'm doing is a cheat. And the idea being, well, once you got that, let me zoom out. I knew I'd find that button eventually. You know. Almost. I have to push it without breaking it, and I'm just past the break point. There we are. Because I want to work on something. There we go. Now, if we take that, and we now go scale. No, not scale, rotate. Come on, scale. Move this. Okay. Deselect this. Go right back to what I was doing. Wow, you guys are in some shenaniganry. We have guild weapons. I just bought a bunch of new trainers, and there should be more on the way. But we're going to bang this out for Grim first, and then I'll hopefully be loose enough for the paid commissions. Or we can knock that out. I know it's rather pale on your screen, isn't it? This. Try to decide on later. I'm not sure how much of him I'm going to need. There we go. Okay. Select. Back to here. This real quick. Yeah, we're. I love when I get a request that is something that's really not that hard to do, or I have an idea that comes out that just demands. Come back here. This. Blend mode, multiply. Yep, that's not it. Just in a vaguely painterly mood. I need to crank this out. Behave. And the music is suitably manic. I appreciate that. Yeah, I love that Eagle Carl has entered the chat. And I love that you guys are just being diabolical. Not even on my computer. I have a hard time playing Victual for my phone. You'll have to let me know. That's terrifying. I don't have that kind of ESP. Mr. Witzman, are you admitting to having been involved in certain governmental experiments in, say, the late 70s, early 80s? Was your perception forever altered? Taking your phone. Uh-huh. Oh, come on, though. I mean, that's like the Honda Civic of confirmed government conspiracy situations. What was it Project Gateway that used the Talented and Gifted program to test for ESP among youngsters? First off, I don't believe that Carl would telekinetically slap somebody. Now, you know, if it looked like a wind affected the alignment of someone's skirt at certain points in his life, that wouldn't surprise me nearly as much. But no, I sincerely hope that Carl has no actual governmental observation duties anymore, because that would really be a pain in the butt these days. Okay, now. Let's see, am I getting that right? Base. Just for continuity, I'm going to do something like this. This. Yes, skirt wind, oh yeah. A lot of it depends on if he has the tactile feedback, because it's no fun if you can't feel it. Yeah. I think Carl might be the space between Krampus and Santa Claus. Where, you know, where he only gives presents to good girls in stockings or something like that. We know what you're about, Carl. We love you. I'm glad you're going to be in your boss. Well, that will at least ensure that your week is started off right, you know? I figure I want to do all this, and this is going to be probably soft, right? Don't want that one. There we go. I don't know if anyone in my chat is geeky enough of the right breed to see if they can remember a turn for me. And it was, it's from the Sword of Truth series or Legend of the Seeker if you watched it. Is it Supremely Ungifted? Something like that. Oh yeah, that is the absolute point. This is meant, this particular this particular image is meant to be just a bit creepy, but it's actually a comedic reference because in the game that I will be running Thursday, there is an NPC affectionately known as Garb, and he is somehow possibly so stupid both magic and physical damage just doesn't apply to him. So he kind of goes through a version of the world very different than that of everyone else. And part of his shtick is he has walked through an entire army because they were on the way and he had worked. So I am trying to affect that and borrow a little bit from a popular series. In this little homage, there's that word again. And this is just request art. I have, like I said, I have a few pieces I am supposed to get done. And I need to be better about being willing to knock out my art while I'm on stream. It's those things I want to work on. Because I have this lovely sort of venue here, this opportunity where I have to sit in front of my screen. The green room continued and says, "Oh yeah, the green room is just spreading. It is a blight upon the earth." And pretty soon there will be no safety to be found anywhere. But I think that's kind of Carl's point. Dominion through debauchery. I believe this is theory of life. And I have seen far, far worse. So, you know, it looks better somewhat. I just would need to have a layer. And start. How do I want to do this? Normal? Well, let's try. Let's just get layers. Not at all, but I can come back to that. Starting. That's not what I want. Oh, I have to find what I want to do. Dark and blood. I'm gonna have to do it like this. Okay, fine. I'm gonna do it the hard way. Leave whatever that distance is to itself. Blend mode normal. Crank out our airbrush. And actually just yeet a bit. And like it's not really good. Oh, the only way I can get what I think they want done. And I'm just gonna have to keep layering it till it does what I want. I will never beat an image into submission just trying to figure out how to get the effect I very, very much want. To pastel. Welcome, my friends, to the green room, where the green room never ends. We're so happy to Ted step inside, step inside. I was trying to fight that rhythm until I realized that was exactly the intentional rhythm. We'll get there. It's Star Wars Day, and I'm doing nothing even vaguely Star Warsian. Well, you know what? I'm tired of trade disputes and blockades. Got enough of that in the news. Yeah, maybe it is Star Wars Day. Maybe I'll have to watch that one, but I'm in the mood. A lot of it will depend on if I can get the job I want done. Done. If I can't, I can get this right, but I can't. That's what they do. But learning is always up to work. That's trying to do something. Now, it doesn't need to be successful to be beneficial. And I can go here. We're going to go multiply. And I know this looks extremely dark. There's reasoning for it. Because I am playing with shading in a different way. Here we go. There we go. Now it's got to get out of these. Sometimes it's fun to come at things a little not the normal way. Oh, don't fall! I understand. Now, do this real close. I'm going to grab my eraser. Soft eraser. Did that just a bit. Much smaller. So, okay. It's not bad. We go back to our airbrush. Instead, we're going to airbrush white. And get the right width. So I can play with it just a little bit more. We got our light sitting. Just in the mood to get messy and make mistakes. And then, confuse and bother our dear friend. We're solely to mess with them. Alrighty. Is that looking ominous? That's looking ominous! Good, 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 good. Let's add another layer. Let's make more soft light. Soft light layer. Let's do a little bit of this. No, it needs something else. Let's off right shade. Actually, unconventional. There we go. There it is. That's the color I was looking for. I needed purple. This. It's very strange combining a character who basically is Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove with a rather hardcore character by the name of Jin Woo-sung. No, Jin Sun. Jin Sun Woo. I get that looked up too. Four names and dyslexia do not play well together. But this should do well enough for this purpose. The real question is soon going to be I get the last part I want. Get that level of absolute insanity. Alright. Now, see, why should I sit at the only... Okay, you know what? I'm going to tell you guys a secret. The only benefit to drawing on my computer without streaming it to you guys are, well, benefits are if it's a surprise, obviously. if I want to be able to just stop whenever I want without really worrying about having to run an ad or check back into it, and listening to copyrighted music that I can't share. Other than that, there is very little reason for me not to just play and let you guys watch me play. This isn't a paid commission. This isn't something with a lot of stress to it. So it means I have the opportunity to try different techniques that I may never use again. I may never try this style of layering. I may never try this color palette or something again. But yeah, don't throw your hip out while bowing. That's okay. Go. This. Pretty badass backwards. I would have a more. Can I just go? Okay, I did not realize I could do that. I like that. Okay. I slipped, but that'll do. Okay, text. I need, what is the most ominous looking font that I have handy? I need to add a bunch more fonts to this. I'm sorry, guys. So, apologize. You're watching me bang out gift art for Grim. Well, request art. And it means I may have two pictures because I was doodling in the green room. Oh, we'll go okay. We'll just keep it simple. Oh god, that thing works sure. I will definitely be redoing this one, probably pen and paper. What is I'll delete that. There's something went wrong. Man, I did some funky things to this last time I was playing around with it. There we go. Yeah, that's not perfect for the mood of the moment. So I will be setting this and really just in general. There we go. This is one of those that will get sent to there we go. And if you're curious what I was working on whilst I was chatting in the green room, I will show you. It was not in any way, shape, or form green room worthy, but do that, and then save as. So I'm going to redo this. Garb. One. Because I'm going to be taking that. Yeah. While we were chatting in the green room, I actually banged out the odd thought that I just desperately needed to draw a dragon that had anglerfish things. Oh yeah. I've heard hips don't lie, they tell the truth. That's mine weren't so rude about it. Made you try to learn some manners. So what you're saying is you need some hip training. But yeah, so this was born during that. It also means in case of trauma, I could use either of these for Nevermind the Furthermore, which is funny. This is going to get redone. But I want to preserve the vibe. And I think the vibe is preserved. Let's see. I have another picture I need to do, but I've already gone past my hour, so I'm going to run some ads. So let's stop some music. Give you guys a random free bit of a random free bit of insanity of the artistic kind. No one can complain. So, I mean, you can complain, it just won't do you a lick of good. I'm still here, folks. Just can't get a hold of some folks, and I guess we're getting close to wrapping up. So I'm going to just run one more ad, and we'll call it.
Hi, this is Kat.
Maybe.
During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I am Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my rock and roll art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Yeah, folks, I'm all about you guys, letting you guys art, letting you create, letting you manifest and materialize what you want to be. We have a whole week ahead of us. I hope it is fantastic. So, guys, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because as long as you do, you can edit it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I have more work to do and more shenanigans to get up to, so I will see you all very soon. Toodles.